that bone look like it shouldn't be there?
It's just because you're... Look, we've all got that bone, it's just you're ridiculously thin.
Jeez. This looks feral. It actually looks like my poo last night.
It's like a food tray. You're disgusting.
Hey guys, so I'm actually in hospital right now, as you all know, because I've posted it a million times on social media. I just wanted to explain why I actually am in the hospital, because so many of you have been asking me questions. On Wednesday afternoon, I was just at work and I started getting a weird pain on my side. Just like it felt almost like a muscle pain. It was really, really strange. I don't know what it was, but it was just like a dull ache. And it wasn't anything too serious, like it was fine, but really strange. I didn't think I would ever end up in hospital from it, but I don't know, I just went on with my day and I went to Kieran's house and it was actually quite fine. I got to Kieran's house and everything was okay. And then we went out to dinner to get some Thai food and it got really bad again. So I decided to take some Panadol for it and that seemed to make it all go away. So I was like, sweet, maybe it's just a little pain. Panadol fixed it, so we went to bed. And then about 2:30 in the morning, I woke up in really, really bad pain again. Worse than it was in the afternoon. And I thought, oh no, like, this isn't normal. Like, it shouldn't have come back. So I took more Panadol and that actually made it go away again. And I was like, maybe I should just go back to sleep. I don't know what to do. But Kieran was like, no, we should definitely go to the hospital. This isn't right. Like, you've been moaning. That's how much pain you were in before. Like, what if it comes back? And I was like, that's true. I should probably just go to the hospital. So we drove to my hospital. We got my mum on the way. And I was still okay at this point. I think the Panadol was still masking the pain. And I just went through with the nurse what had happened. And she was like, okay, like, we'll just take you through anyway and just check everything, see everything's okay. They did a blood test on me. I peed in a cup about 5 times. And then they came back and they said everything was fine. So we were still a bit unsure about what had happened. The pain came back again, so the Panadol must have worn off again. So the nurses came in and they injected me with 3 really strong injections all at the same time, and my body went into complete shock and I actually passed out. So I was just sitting in my bed. Next minute I was like laying flat and Kieran, mum and the nurse were all looking at me trying to calm me down because I'd completely passed out. Don't remember what happened, but all of the drugs must have just hit my body at once and made it go crazy. So after that I calmed down again. The drugs definitely numbed my body. I was dead to the world and didn't feel the pain anymore, which was a good sign. But then again, after a few hours, like, we were in the hospital from about 4:30 in the morning on Thursday morning. So we were in there and it got to about lunchtime and I was still in emergency, and they took me for an MRI. The MRI came back normal. Then I went for a chest x-ray. The chest x-ray came back normal and they just couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They knew I had Crohn's disease, so they were thinking it might be something to do with that, but it's really up high where the pain was. No one could really understand what it was. So then they made me pee in 2 more cups and still nothing was wrong with my pee. So I don't know why they're making me pee in so many bloody cups.
Hello. Yeah.
Blood test time.
She did a good job then?
2. Yeah.
Yeah. Max out of 10?
10.
That's a pass.
Imagine if you did a bad job and you made me say it in front of her. Blood test is done. Where was I up to? I was in emergency and they finally decided to admit me into the ward. I went upstairs and at that point I was in so much pain. I had never ever experienced that much pain in my entire life. Like, I was crippled over in a little ball on my bed and I couldn't move. I was yelling and screaming at the nurses and my mum and Kieran, and they were just looking at me like, I remember their faces looking at me. It was so sad, but I just didn't know what else to do than scream. Like, I was holding my side, and it was unbelievable the pain that I was feeling, like, oh. And then a nurse came in and said, I'm gonna give you a morphine injection in your leg just to make the pain go away as quick as possible. And she said to me, have you ever had a morphine injection before? And I said, no. And she goes, well, you'll remember this one. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm gonna remember it? So I think she meant it was gonna hurt, but I didn't even care. As long as it took away my pain, I was fine. I was like, jab me wherever you like. She wanted to do it in my butt, but I couldn't move from the position I was in, so she just did it in my leg. So that really helped, and then I was a little bit more relaxed, but still, the pain was still there, and that was on Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I've still just been in so much pain. It just wouldn't go away. And then my doctor came in and decided to swap my antibiotics, because when I did eventually go for a CT scan, it came up saying that I had pneumonia, and the pneumonia is in the right side. So that is exactly pinpointing why I was in so much pain. My lungs are really full of fluid, and the doctor explained it to me like my lungs are really sticky. So every time I laugh or sneeze or hiccup, it hurts so much still. Like even now, if I was to laugh, it still hurts, but not even close to as much as it did before. They said I'm very anemic, and they want to get to the bottom of that as well. So they just took more blood from me, as you saw before, and hopefully the results come back and we can fix that as well, but that doesn't need to be done in the hospital anymore. So that pretty much covers everything, I think. And now that brings us to Wednesday. So I've been here exactly a week now. Thank you all so much for all the messages you've been sending me. Like, I actually can't believe it. I woke up this morning and I had close to 100 direct messages in my request box on Instagram, and I've been trying to go through them all day, but I'm just so shocked at how many people have actually messaged me to say hope you get better and Merry Christmas. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you in my next video, and I won't be in a hospital bed and beautiful gown. Bye.
Part, if you could, would you do it all over again?
Sarah, turn it off.
Who would you rather be here, Kieran or myself?
Yeah, that's what you did the other night, so.
Yeah, you thought. Oh, really? I literally look like a foot. That's because you are a foot.
I don't know how it works. Get home.
Daddy.
See you at home.
Daddy,
See you at home.
what's the last you forgot to push
See you at
out?
home. See you at home.
Okay, bye.